Senator Sproul rise.
Would the senator ask a question?
Will Senator yield for a question?
Absolutely.
Senator yield.
I have three questions. Mr. President, the first one, the capital cost. I want to know that since this problem was really created by the electric company anyway, my question is why on the capital cost are you passing this on to the customer?
Let me first say this. I think it's a misnomer to say that the utility created this problem. The acceptable way for generations before us, the way you produced electricity is you mine coal, you put it in a boiler, you boiled it, you made steam, and you generated electricity, and the byproduct of that was coal ash. And so I think to say that they created this problem is a misnomer and effectively laying blame on something that every one of us in this room has been a beneficiary of. And I can't imagine where we'd be if we didn't have those coal plants. We certainly wouldn't be the Commonwealth that we are today if we didn't have those coal plants and access to that electricity that generated. So to say that that's the problem, I disagree with.
Thank you. Second question, Mr. President.
Yes. Senator Yield.
Second question is that if the customer going to pay for the capital cost that you're talking about, the question was when will it end? For an example, we have heard before on other projects that's been done by Dominion and others that they said will be paid for in 45 or 50 years, and the customer paying it out of their bill. It never stops. So is there a time limit on when this will be paid for so it can be stopped coming out of the customer's pocket?
Absolutely. And I think under the schedule that we laid out, with it peaking at $5 a month and rotating down, I think it's within the next decade to 12 years that the entire effort will be paid for.
12 years?
That's
Last question, Mr. President.
Further question.
Last question. I heard you say that some of this stuff is toxic. In the bills, I was trying to find it. I think your colleagues next to you said something about that some of this material be used for making bricks. I said, if that's the question, making bricks, if it's toxic, why in the world you can use bricks where people will build homes out of bricks? So why you can use toxic materials to build homes with?
Let me just say this. Some of the processes, and there are a lot of folks getting involved in this industry, some of the processes do molecularly, that's close, change the structure and format, and the fact that the process goes through and physically encapsulates the material inside the brick. So that would be one method of encapsulation, would be to encapsulate in a permanent strata like a brick. So that's not ruled out. The question becomes at what cost? At what cost? Because as the senator, my seatmate here, senator from King George, and I agree on, we've got to watch the cost of this. So while there's a lot of innovative procedures and there's a lot of people that would like to do some things, let me tell you, it comes with a price tag that the 200,000 people I represent don't want to pay.